Howdy, folks. All right. So you're watching this on YouTube because you're a guitar player or you like guitars. And I like guitars. I like my guitars sometimes. Anyway, I bet you're a lot like me. You get your guitar out and you play it. You play the same 3 or 4 songs every day. Isn't that weird? We know more than that, but we just play those same 3 or 4. And after a while, you can learn them so well that you don't even have to think. You can play them without even thinking. Your fingers go where they're supposed to go. And you don't have to put that much effort into it. It's kind of cool. You could be thinking about what's for dinner or where you're going out later tonight or, whatever you want to think. Think about the football game. And your fingers go where they're going to go. And that's really cool. And you think it's great. And it is. It's really great. But the very thing that makes it cool is also like a crutch. In that before long, before you know it, is you can't think of anything else to do. Your fingers just go where they always went, and that's the only place they go. So you have one way maybe of playing that tune, which isn't the best. You can get bored of a tune that way. I'm always looking for new ways to figure stuff out so I can keep playing the same tunes yet not be bored with them. So, because I play the same songs day in and day out, I was getting pretty tired of it. So I decided one day I was going to play some songs I never played before. Wasn't going to learn songs. I was just going to play some songs I'd never played. It sounds daunting, but we all know songs. I mean, we pick up the guitar and we think of bluegrass or we think of fiddle tunes or whatever it is you think of. But we know a lot more than that. So I was going to sit down and play some of those. Of course, I had to think of it. It took me a long time, and like a minute into it, I'd start playing one of those songs I always play, and I'd stop. So I'm not doing that today. And it took me a while, but then I thought of this song. And the object, of course, is to not learn that song. The object is think of it in your mind. Try to figure out what key it would be in and where those notes are. So when you play the song, you can play it from beginning to end without messing up. That's the goal, is to be able to make your brain and your fingers connect again instead of just going by rote. And I thought of this song. Yeah, it's not the most fancy song in the world, but it's a children's song, so I was thinking that would be achievable. And it was. You think of a tune, you think, how can you do it? And then you see if you're right. That's kind of cool. It's the same when you're writing a tune, you think of an idea and you say, well, how can I do that? And then you think about it and then you try to find it, make that work. It's the same thing. And again, to play that song, I have to put my fingers in a different order than I would some other song, right? So that was good. I was happy. I wanted to think of more songs, and I thought of some other Yankee Doodle Dandy or some other children's song, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And then I thought of TV theme songs from when I was a kid. Here's one. I think that's the Munsters, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you saw that as a kid. Maybe you weren't born then. I was. Anyway, just try to think of a tune, any tune that you've not played before. That'll take a while. It takes a bit. And then see if you can play it. It's a good little exercise. You don't need to go out and buy a book. You don't have to go on Amazon and hunt something up. You can do that in your own living room. Think of a tune. That's the hardest part, is thinking of something that you might be able to do. Don't think of Malagueña or something, because you're not going to be able to play that. The chances are, just from memory. So pick something you can hum from the beginning to the end and see if you can figure it out. That's kind of a nice way, I think, to get your fingers to go in different places and connect your brain to the whole deal. Another thing you can do is check this out. There's a song called Angelina Baker. I got a lot of notes ringing. D, it's in D, and the D note rings because it's open. You don't have to do nothing. Just hit it and let it ring. So I'm going to play it once like that, and then I'm going to play it without all the ringing notes so you can hear the difference. It's drastic. Way different sound, isn't it? So it's kind of cool to use those drone notes, those open notes, to help fill it out. Also, it just makes things sound a little less staccato. You got that ring and it covers up spots where there may not be a note. You know, those little gaps in between notes where there's a note and then there's nothing, then there's a note. That could be really stiff, but if you have this, it sort of fills in that gap where there's no music, no sound, because this is ringing. I think that's cool. Maybe you'll think that's cool. Maybe that's something you can work on that's not too tough. It's an open string. You just got to hit it. Just this one little bitty hand. Just hit that 4th string. And maybe you can find things that's cool about that too. That's what I like. I think you would like it too. If you put a little time and energy into it, you can get it. It's not that tough. Don't get down on yourself. Do little things where you can feel good about yourself. Don't try the most difficult thing till you're ready for the most difficult thing. Or you can try it, but don't get down if you don't get it. Say, all right, well, I'm getting closer. Look at it that way. All right, that'll be $50. Thank you. This is David Grier. Over and out.